Well, we're home from CPG. These are the plants that we picked out. Well, we made a trip to CPG, Certified Plant Growers, and there's Gary. He's looking through. Barely can get away these days, but we did. Look at him running. Back here is all their vegetable plants, and I am so excited. They have real tree collards here. Not that I'm crazy about collard, but these are tree collards. These will grow into a tree. And look at all this. Look at all this. And their prices are so good. They look like they're wholesale, which they are, but they also are open to the public. And we've made a few trips down here and bought some stuff and decided to make an outing. Gary is gone. He's in one of the greenhouses. This place is so big. Look at this. Just so big. And this goes on and on. You can't even see past this. Look at all the greenhouses. Look at everything. So I just wanted to show real quick. They sell flowers, all kinds of flowers, and the geraniums, and like I said, this is all vegetable plants here. So I'm going to go through and see what I'm going to end up. We're starting to load our cart, and we'll see what we end up. This is all kinds of kale. Now down there, that's, you know, like starts, very small plants, as you can see. And these are a little overgrown, but you know what? Might be okay. I'm going to get some Pak Choi and see what else I don't have. But I'm so glad they have tree collard. That's something I wanted. And I want to see what else they've got. I don't see any red tree collard, but I did find a couple with some red tinting to the leaves. So I'm going to try a couple of those and see what happens. Okay. I'll come back soon and tell you what we ended up getting here. But this is our outing, and haven't had an outing for a while. It was really nice. Got in the car. Heard on the news today that the roads were empty. There's Gary. They said the roads were empty. Yes, that's empty, believe it or not, with all the cars on that freeway. And you know what? It was. So I'll come back and I'll let you know what we ended up getting. This is one of the greenhouses where they grow all their stuff. It's amazing they grow everything here. And it's open to the public. Look at this. Look how tiny those little holes are that they put those seeds in. Think of all the work to pull those out and then transplant them into 6-packs. When I walked in here, there were some English sparrows picking through and eating nice little seedlings coming up, but they saw me and they took off, so I can't show you that. That's what made me walk in here. But look at this. This, I believe it is asparagus. See how they plant them? And once these are Mary Washington asparagus. Look at all this. Oregano, everything in here. Is it beautiful the way this is done? And then they've got to transplant them into the 6-pack. So, like I said, this is a lot of work. They've got fans going. So we come in here and we buy 6-packs, and some of them are packed in single cups. But think of all the work. I mean, you got to appreciate the work that goes through, because this is all hand done. This is not machinery. This is good old-fashioned doing it by hand. Just wanted to kind of show you this in here and peek inside and show you. This is really cool. And this is December. This will be full as soon as we are getting close to spring. And they've got multiple greenhouses through here. Tons of work going here. I'm going to step out of here. There, I'm going to peek over there. See, there's Gary is still down here. See, there's Gary. There he is, picking through. He's got a whole cart full that we're bringing home. This will be really, really fun. Now let me keep going, and I'll be back soon. Well, we're almost done. Here's our cart. I'm going to get some mixed lettuce. I don't know why. I still have lettuce growing, but I'm going to get mixed lettuce. And look at this. Look at this. mint strawberry. And let me tell you, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells like strawberries. We found a lot of tree collards. So he bought a whole bunch of tree collards. He's got some artichokes in here. And then we've got a whole bunch of kale. Something like a Pak Choi. He picked out a whole bunch of stuff in here. I like the kale, it's so purple. So we're gonna go ahead and get 2 flats and a few extras. I think that's him down there. Let's see if we can look down. Yep, he's still looking. There's something he wants. He's looking through all this. Not sure what. But we're gonna go pay for all this and get back home. This is amazing. They got strawberries here too. Now, I found their strawberries a little pricey right now. Maybe it's too early in the season and maybe they'll come down. So I'm gonna wait on my strawberries since I do have a lot of strawberries still that I need to transplant. So I'm gonna wait on the strawberries. It's kind of early for strawberries because I think we're gonna have a cold spell. So what have you got there? Say, oh, I zoomed in too much. Wait.
Mustard spinach.
Okay, so what do you got there?
Mustard spinach.
Mustard spinach, okay. Okay, so that's interesting. Well, this was our trip here today, and we thought we'd stop for 30 minutes, and I think we've been here for well over an hour. Look at all the flowers. Okay, isn't that beautiful? We went to the greenhouses, and I showed you that. All the seedlings are starting. Like I said, I tend to overbuy, and then I have to find places of putting them and time to get them in. So I think I've already overbought. But that's them for now. We'll come make another trip maybe in the spring if I need it, if I have the room. And I guess that's it. So we're gonna go get this stuff home, and hopefully get it in the ground within the next week. Okay, we're all paid, and now we got to figure out how we're going to get this all in the truck since our truck is already loaded already with other stuff. But here we go, and that was our trip today. We overbought like usual. Say bye-bye, and off to our truck we go. Jeez, it's amazing how much stuff they've got here. Well, we're home from CPG, and we've picked out more plants than we really need. So what are some of the plants we picked out? Let's pull some of the cards. Let's go through some of them quickly so what is that?
That is a mustard.
And this is, which one? This is the mustard here, the purple mustard?
Osaka purple, which is a Japanese variety.
And is there something on that one? That I know is a purple kale, I believe.
Yeah,
does it say?
It's a purple kale. It's called red boar.
Okay. What else did we get? I know I got lettuce, only one tray of lettuce, because I've got a lot of lettuce growing around here. I just want something different.
Yeah. This is tatsoi, which is a cabbage, Asian cabbage.
And that's the little, that's these leaves in here. That'll be really cool. And now we've got a tray of that as well. Let's see what else.
This is Pak Choi.
That's the green one?
The green one's Pak Choi.
And what are these? Let's see, I think we can get, oh, that's the Japanese mustard?
Yeah.
Spinach.
Mustard spinach.
This will be fun.
Tastes like spinach with a slight mustard flavor. Very slight.
And that you know because you've been eating this plant.
Yes.
Which I don't think they spray anyways. Here's the tree collards. We picked out a few of those. Those came in single pots, so this will be fun. And they get those by cuttings, correct?
Correct. Those are by cuttings.
Okay, and let's see what else we've got. Artichoke. Look at that. That should grow good now. The only problem we've had with artichokes in the past are the aphids.
Aphids and rabbits.
And rabbits. And now the birds are just clearing off all the insects, so maybe we can do good with artichokes. And that's pretty much, what is this one? Or did we already do this one? Because I picked that one out.
Yeah, that one is dazzling blue kale.
Blue kale, which I may have, but I'm not sure. So that's it. And Okay, there's my lettuce. And that's just a mixed variety. I'm gonna put that in, there it is, lettuce gourmet. Sometimes they have this thing called blend, a mixed blend of lettuce and kale. I would not suggest getting it. I got it last time we went and you couldn't separate it. One little pot, let me see if I can get in here. One little section like this would be loaded with maybe 10, 20 plants, and you really can't separate them. I managed to save some, but it was meant to just cut and eat, grow a little bit and cut the whole plant and eat it. So I wouldn't suggest that. Well, we're gonna have a busy New Year's weekend planning all this stuff to get it in the ground and in containers. I am going to make a statement here that we did meet people this time we went there, and it was quite nice, and somebody even wrote something on one of our videos that it was nice meeting us there. But I am going to say that from the last time we went to now, and I'm not going to say their prices because they did ask me not to show their prices, and I do have a photo from the last time I was there and from this time. They have doubled their price almost to the public. And I was personally a little disappointed because there was particular plants that I was going to purchase, but they were actually more money than a local nursery that I go to. Some of your big box hardware stores are a little pricier, but what you really should do is go to your local nursery and start looking around because they're not as expensive as I used to think they are. I also think, and this is just my personal thought, that a lot of the plants that they may put out on the tar mats there for you to go through, not all of them, just some of them, maybe they're B grade and C grade, because I believe that some of the nurseries we go to that do get their plants seem to get like all 6 pockets in each container will be full when you go to a nursery usually. But there, we found a lot of them empty, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And you have to look the plants over to make sure that the cells are full, and sometimes they're not. And look over the plants to make sure they're healthy. This time of the year, there's no bugs, so there's no pest problems. But if you go in the growing season, we're in December, if you go in the normal growing season, yeah, some of the plants will look sort of pretty chewed up. Plus, when they water, they just water over the top, and make sure that the plants are hydrated, and hydrate them when you get them home, because some of the cells were dry and some were, you know, nicely watered, but some were dry.
Well, that I have found at other places too I go to, that they're dry. Some of your big box stores, I don't want to mention, seem to get them in as disposable plants. I hate to say that, but I see them do that. They'll put it out, and then when they're dead, they just throw them out. That's basically it. Like I said, I was disappointed on the price. It made you, when you walked in there, you know, to make a trip to CPG, it made me want to go get flats because that's how they sold them. But now they're selling them per container, and they give you a discount if you get a whole flat. And their discount to me was more money than my local nursery out here. So to make a trip out there just to get a discount, I wouldn't do that. To make a trip out there to look and see what they have, like, it's the first time I've ever seen tree collard. So that was worth it. And then it was the first time you saw the mustard, the Japanese spinach, and that was worth it. But some of your kale, you can get a lot of this purple kale and some of these things at your regular stores. So for some of you people going, oh, I wish I lived nearby, I feel so bad, we can't get there, it's not that big of a deal to me anymore. I'm not going to rush back, to be honest, so fast. One of the people that were shopping there, he goes there once in a while, and he said his exact words was, the green guy caused them to double their price, because he made so many videos on it that people are going in there, and they figured out that to the public now they can double their price, and to the wholesalers they get a different price which is not posted. So I don't know what they pay, probably the old price, because we used to pay $10.50 a flat. It's double now. So I don't consider it that good. Real quick, you're probably looking at my bread box here. I don't know what's in it. Hopefully nothing bad. No, nothing in it. Got that at the thrift store, and I'll tell you something, they're really nice to stick around your garden and then put some of your tools in there. They may not be 100% waterproof, but at least you know where your tools are. And that's what I use the metal bread boxes for. So with that, now we're going to go plant our stuff. Anything else? I mean, it was still nice going there.
Still nice, and you do get a chance to see things that you won't normally see. But if you can also order stuff from your local nursery.
True. And I did that with my local nursery. There was a complaint that they used to say I'm not going to say what name it is, that they were too high. You know, they're not that high. And I wanted a mushroom plant. They actually went out of their way to get me mushroom plants, and they weren't even that expensive. I think it was a small container like that. I think it was like $3 for a mushroom plant. I got 2 of them. Well, it's not much different from where we went to pick this up. And yes, you can just tell them what you're looking for, and they'll put your name on a list, and when they get it in, they'll call you. You don't have to prepay. And if you want it, go buy it, and if you don't, don't. Any last thoughts?
No, that's it.
Okay, so now we're going to go planting, and that's basically it. We do have a lot here. We overbought. We really overbought. Plus, I kind of was surprised on the price. It was a lot of money, these plants, because I would not have bought as many as I bought. I don't need that many, and when the total came up,
we spent a lot of time making sure that we filled flats.
Yes.
And when we went to pay, that wasn't...
Sticker shock. I am going to say that because I didn't realize they doubled their price, and Gary was almost ready to put some back, and I thought, you know what, I'm not rushing out there. We took a lot of time going through them. Like I said, I think some of the plants that were there, they're either B grade, C grade on the ground, because they just throw everything on the ground on mats. It's not like you go to a nursery and there's tables and you can easily go through. You have to get on the ground and look. And we went through and spent a lot of time going through the plants. So we figured we'll just go ahead and pay their pay the price, get them home, try to get all this planted, and go from there. But for now on, I'm going to start looking around at the local nurseries, because I can freely go in there and buy one tray that I want and come home and leisurely plant it out and not have to worry about getting everything in the ground before it dries out or it dies. Now, do you have anything else?
No.
We're done?
That's finally it.
And we better go plant. Have a great day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.